to show you how a little mouse in your house could actually be related to some of the headaches you might be having. Now, we're not talking about the furry little creature kind of mouse. We are talking about one of these kinds of mouse. Now, with all of the things that have been happening, whether you've been working at home or maybe you're back into the office, you're finding, whenever I am at my computer, I end up getting a headache at the end of the day. And sometimes we think that it's overhead lights, screen glare, different things like that. Posture is a big one, yes. But sometimes too, it can actually be how you are using the mouse. So let me illustrate just by holding it up. So let's say right-handed individual, you're moving the mouse like this, even these subtle little movements like this all through the course of the day, and then you start to feel tension in your shoulder, into your neck, and then by the end of the day, you find you get a headache. Well, why is that? Or what's one of the potential reasons for that? Well, you've got a muscle, and what it does, and the muscle is called the levator scapula. It goes from the tip of your shoulder blade right here, and it travels up the back side of your neck, and it's going to attach right here into the side of this vertebra right here, which is called the C1 or the atlas. Now, why does that matter? It's because the joints in this area are very, very sensitive, and they are the ones that are going to be receiving the information about what is happening in the head. So I want you to imagine for me here like a series of pulleys and cables and levers. If you've got this kind of action happening with your shoulder over the course of a day, and it's continuously, even slightly, pulling in this way into the upper part of your neck like this, what it's going to do is it's going to be creating these subtle little shifts. Now, in and of itself, that's not a problem, because if it was, everybody who uses a mouse would have headaches. That's not true. But if you've ever had some kind of an injury, and you may not even know it because there's not always blood and there's not always broken bones, but if this thing is shifted, stuck, locked, even just a little bit, then it can become irritated, and what it's going to feel like is like a little teeny tiny bruise if and when you start poking in it. Now, if you've got a bruise, don't poke it. Why? Because it's going to hurt. So I want you to imagine then, if you're just habitually or using your arm very, very subtly like this, but you're finding that your arm and your shoulder movements are pulling into the neck and ultimately producing a headache, it could very well be because the muscular tension is pulling on something that is actually a problem. Now, a lot of times what people think is, okay, well, the solution is that I need a massage, I need to do things, I need to work on my posture to loosen the muscle. Yes, that's part of it. But let me ask you the question, why is there a bruise in the first place, metaphorically? Why is it that there is something that's jammed or potentially locked up in your neck, not moving the way that it should be? Because if that's the case, if you can address that underlying issue, then you're not just treating the effects, but you could actually be getting to the underlying cause. And this is the kind of work that we do here at our practice, Atlas Health. We focus on what's happening in the upper part of your neck, specifically the C1 vertebra, and how it affects all different kinds of things in your body that you may never otherwise or think connected. So, if you're back at work, if you're using a lot more of the mouse and you're wondering, well, why am I getting these kinds of headaches whenever I'm doing a lot of computer work? You know what? This might be one of the most important things that you can at the very least have a look and check out. So what we'd invite you to do is go onto our website, which is atlashealth.com.au, where we have all kinds of different articles, videos just like this, so that you can get the right kind of information and decide, you know what, is this something that might be able to help me? My name is Dr. Jeffrey Hanna, and I'm at Atlas Health Australia, where we believe in hope, healing, and well-being from above, down, inside, and out.